guys might have saw the roll-in. To the kids' surprise, we are at El Capitan High School in Southern California. I live about 15 minutes from here, grew up about 15 minutes from here. A lot of me and my boys rode motocross that went to this school up at Verona Oaks, right down the road. I have a lot of history in this area, and to surprise these kids today with the whale shark and megalodon out front and some inspirational messages, some questions and answers, and all that's gonna be fun. I'm just kind of winging it though.
That's the best way sometimes, straight from the heart.
Straight from the heart. Joel's wife works here as a PE teacher, and she set this up. He's also the head dude over at Dirt Designs. They got a killer team of a bunch of core off-road dudes as well. So shout out to Joel for making this happen. And we're about to have over 1,500 kids roll through here throughout the day.
Yeah, buddy. Changing lives, taking names.
What'd you sign me up for?
That's straight disaster. We're gonna work on our public speaking today and learn some new things. You know what I mean? And be able to come out of this and feel like we changed some lives. That's all it is.
I feel like I'm in high school all over again.
Me
Thanks.
too. That principal was just in here.
He was a little weary. Let's do this.
Yo.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So today we have the special privilege of having a guest speaker joining us. We have Mr. Blake Wilkey with us today. Can we give him a round of applause, please? Thank you. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to kind of give those of you who aren't familiar with Shreddy or with Blake Wilkey kind of a rundown on what it's all about, what he does, the cool life that he lives. And then we have a little video that we'll show you so you can get an idea of some of the awesome driving stuff that he does. And then we will bring Blake out and he'll kind of explain how he achieved success, where he started from, where he's at now. And then will also be time for you guys to ask him some questions as well. So if you want to kind of start thinking of something. After the questions, then we're going to have the opportunity to go out back, and there's some vehicles out there that you guys will get to take a look at. Blake will go out there with us. We can take photos, sign autographs. You guys can chit chat a little bit if you'd like. So, question? What? Don't worry, you'll see who he is. All right. So, coming out right now is Joel. He is going to kind of give you guys an introduction. He knows a little bit more about the off-road stuff than me as to who Blake Wilkey is. So let's give it up for Joel.
Good morning. You guys awake? Who brought me a burrito? Oh, come on, guys. So, real quick. So, Blake, Aaron, had a vision for you guys that don't know a long time ago about something they wanted to do to change the community with the brand. They also, didn't know it would take off to the point that it's at now and travel around the world, do all kinds of off-road events. How many of you guys know who Blake Wilkey is? Raise your hand. How many of you guys know who Shreddy is? Because they're both the same. So which one of you guys didn't raise your hand the first time? So basically, Blake is Blake in the off-road industry and other industries as well is a well-known entity in it and is known as someone that's helped others, brought a lot of us up like myself. He was an inspiration for me to start my own brand and to start doing off-road as well. He has just won the Moore Championship for Class 11 for bugs. He also has some of the coolest, actually I would say the coolest Volkswagen bugs around. He's got the TT bug, and he's also got Megalodon, which is outside. You guys are going to see later. Megalodon. Better be studying science, bro. So without any further ado, I want to introduce Blake to come up here and Aaron. Oh yeah, the video first, my bad. We're going to show you a short clip for you guys that don't know or ever heard of Shreddy, just so you can kind of get an idea of the cool stuff that goes on there.
gives you an idea of some of the stuff that he does. That's like an average day for Blake. So we're gonna get into the next introduction.
How many of you guys want to do that for a living and get paid to do it? Oh, come on. I know some of you guys more than that want to do that. All right, so I'm going to bring Blake and Aaron up here right now to talk to you guys a little bit about it, about where they've been, where they're going, and then we'll have time for questions right after. Okay?
Give it up.
All right, last class I was a little nervous, so I think I got the nerves out, but definitely wasn't a public speaker growing up in high school. This is my partner, Aaron Birdwell. Me and him started Shreddy about, 5 years ago?
Yeah,
2016, and it's been a roller coaster. My dad came from construction. He was an iron worker, tied steel. My mom was a waitress, so none of this stuff was handed to me. I've been accustomed to, you got to work for it at a young age, and Aaron can attest to that. He's gone through graphic design school. Let him kind of tell his story after I tell you mine. But when I was 16, I went to El Cajon ROP, learned how to weld more professionally. Originally, my dad taught me some things out of the garage. Motocross was my background from the time I was 7 till I was 20. I wanted to go pro, but too many injuries and just finding that slight edge and being able to travel and make it to the races just wasn't in the budget. And now we're kind of here. I'll roll more into that, but I'll let Aaron give you guys a little bit of his background with graphic designs. Me and him are kind of like a yin and yang for each other for our company. So, Aaron.
Yeah. How's it going? I'm Aaron Birdwell. I kind of got a similar background to Blake. Like, my dad's a construction worker. Mom's a school teacher. You know, had like a decent like family, you know, but definitely not from money, you know, so I knew I had to work for it and figure it out on my own. So started doing clothing at like a really young age, like always bought clothing forever. Then from there, one day I was looking online, and like this is a long time ago, like years of like dial-up internet. So I'm on my computer and I found this like website, and it was for stencils, and I was like, okay, like a stencil, I mean, I might as well not spray paint this on like my school or, you know, people's cars or, you know, valuable things. So I was like, well, I might as well run this like on a t-shirt, you know. So I ran in the garage, you know, picked up a few of my dad's like work spray paint cans, you know, and just started going to work spray painting on stencils on a t-shirt. Went from there, went to school with it, and really seen the interest in people wanting stuff that I created, so I just kept on rolling with it. And then I was in my art class in high school, and they were like, they had this guest speaker come in just like me and Blake from the Art Institute, and I was like, you know, I think that'd be a really good plan for me to go down. So out of high school, went to art school, just kept it rolling, and then like college is tough, you know, like it's very humbling. Like I thought I was a great artist, and then I go to college and you got people that are like far more superior than me, and like now I hire those people to work on some of our products and things, so that's pretty cool. But so yeah, I went to art school, got out of that, you know, interviewed for like big name jobs like Spy, Liquid Graphics, or not Liquid Graphics, Liquid Force, like a wakeboard company. Went through all that. They told me like I had a really good vision, but just not a lot of experience. So from there, I went and do a job that I wasn't really feeling, but you got to make a sacrifice to get like your bigger picture of things. And did that. It was like a sign shop. It was pretty boring, but I learned how to use like large format printers and set up files for print. And then from there, I was driving to work. Blake got in trouble for the urban assault deal, and I call him like, hey dude, that sucks, you know, like good luck. And he's like, oh yeah, thanks, you know. And I'm like, yo, we should make some t-shirts, do whatever. And he's like, if you know how to do that, I got a, you know, full-time construction job. So I mean, if you're capable and you can handle that, then let's run it. So did that for him. That was a really good success. And then from there, Blake called me one night super late, and he's like, hey man, I know it's like I think it was like 12 o'clock at night. He's like, I usually don't drink coffee, but I drink 2 cups of coffee. I'm sitting here, let's start a brand. And I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like talking my ear off, and he's like, I know it's late. Like, I was like, yeah, no. I was like, tomorrow I'll throw together a logo. Literally that next morning, threw together the logo, call him up, came to my house, and I was like, yo, here's the logo for Shreddy. And he was like, that's it. And then ever since then, we've just been rolling. I mean, it's a roller coaster with business, like there's a lot of highs and lows, but you just have to power through it and just have like an end goal.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, he's my yin and to my yang, I guess you could say, as a business partner. I create art with my hands and with metal, and as you can see, elite vehicles that I've always wanted to set aside. So Aaron's been like the perfect partner with like the apparel to kind of tie into that, and Shreddy was kind of built around, I guess, bringing a community of people that shred together. If you see someone at the skate park that's not doing something right, lift them up and help them shred, because don't be that guy that films someone that's doing something wrong, that makes fun of them. Bullies aren't cool, and put that online to think that you're cooler. Help them. It's way more inspirational, and it's a way better feeling at the end of the day. But we're both just hardworking dudes. We wake up at like 6 every day, and usually not in bed till 11 or 12. And it does take sacrifices. I mean, college is definitely something that I advise, so you can work smarter, not harder, later in life. It sets you up. We both went to college. I went for more of a broad range of like study. I didn't have one specific target. I studied business, anthropology, philosophy, psychology, physics, a bunch of that stuff, so I can just, expand my knowledge outside of high school, but also while, learning other trades like welding and all that good stuff. But we're here today because, I don't know, we're just average dudes trying to build something. So if you got to take that leap of faith sometime in life to better yourself and believe in yourself, if you put in the work, results do come. But enough about us. Let's answer some questions.
There we go.
Yeah. Anybody?
Anybody have any questions?
Shoot it.
How old are you?
I am 21 with 12 years experience now. Yeah. So you do the math. I went to Grossmont College. I called it Harvard on the Hill. It was affordable. It was cheap, but they still had a lot of context to learn. I mean, I didn't have the money to go to like a big name college, and that wasn't for me. I'm a hands-on kind of person. My dad taught me in the garage a lot of mechanics, and I just knew that's what I wanted to surround myself with, especially growing up, going to the desert, the river, snowboarding, all that stuff. I couldn't be behind a desk every day, but yeah, top. Shred ready, baby. Ready to shred, you name it, dude. Whether you shred sushi, the guitar, skate, moto, all of it. We're into it. We support it. Let's go. SD hat. I've worked with the Hoonigans on a lot of different projects, from junkyard stuff to this versus that, to RJ Anderson's new razor reveal with the bug wheeling in Long Beach. And again, that was kind of the wave that I caught from building the OG bug. That took me literally 7.5 years to build, from the time I was 17 till I was 26 when it was done, before I sold it to a royal family overseas because of its unique characteristics and just trying to think outside the box and do something different. So, doing my best, bro. Anyone else? Motocross, probably 2006. Glamis hitting like a 4th gear tap dune to dune. Came up a little short, had to get airlift out of there, but shoulder, collarbone, lower back, collapsed and punctured lung because of 4 ribs. So like this whole right side was just wadded. Yeah. Green.
Where did you guys get your inspiration for your logo?
The logo, so I mean, again, going to that, trying to stand out, be loud, be colorful, be fun. The logo was kind of something that, growing up, I've always seen like the old, Quicksilver, Neff, Volcom. So we wanted to make something that was kind of like all those combined, but not specific to one company. So like in business marketing, price, product, promotion, placement, the 4 Ps. I wanted something that was loud, that didn't like have its own niche in like one market, you know, whether it's surfing, skating. So the term shred ready can kind of basically cover all the bases of shredding.
Love shredding.
That's what's up. Let's go.
Any other questions?
Beanie.
What makes you feel like shredding was where you wanted to go?
So even nowadays, knowing what I know with apparel, and Aaron can attest to this, like it's a revolving door. So like we're left with product at the end of runs, and then we send new designs in. So it's kind of a revolving door. We don't have a lot of capital that we work off of. Apparel is very difficult, but I knew that the brand, just if we can bring people together, and we can showcase that through like our main demographic of off-road, and just have fun with it, that's what's up. And I had other partners that wanted to do collab projects, but I didn't want to be like Brian Deegan and put my name on it. So like I wanted to do something that can involve more people and not be cliche with like my name all over it, because I don't know, I feel like that's kind of douchey. Yeah, let's go check some cool things out.
All right, so before we go outside, guys, first of all, let's give a round of applause, please, for our guests. Okay, so when we go outside.
All right. I'm gonna give you an eye tap.
Boom.